My favorite play was it was 2006. Favre was talking retirement. He was having a bad year. It was week 6. I remember some things. It was week 6. They were playing the Cardinals. Beautiful light at Lambeau Field before I had all those additions. And they were down on the goal line, and he rolled out to the right, and I was like, oh man, I just need him to come this way. And he comes running this way, and it's the most gorgeous light, and he's running, and he's pointing, and it looks like he's pointing at me, and he comes over, and part of the stadium, the end zone was in the shadow, and he dives in, and I got blocked on that part. And he dives in, and he gets up, and he runs over, and he jumps up into Mark Tauger's arms, and it was in full shadow over there, and I'm set up for full sunlight, and so I'm just sitting there, and I was studying mindfulness at the time, so it was kind of a really quiet moment for me. The stadium's going nuts, and all of a sudden he runs over and he jumps up into Tony Mall. He was a rookie lineman for the Packers, and he jumps up into his arms, and it's this, jubilation shot. Yeah. And then I got 2 frames of that, one up and then one down. And then he got up, and then all of a sudden the players are like, Lambeau leap. And a lot of people don't realize this. Brett Favre only did one Lambeau leap. And I call it the worst Lambeau leap in the history of Lambeau leaps.
It was during that game?
Yeah, it was right on that play. Yeah. So I got these great action shots of him running, and then I missed the shot of him scoring. I missed the shot of him in Tauser's arms, and then he runs up into this rookie's arms, and then he did the Lambeau leap, and after the game, I'm trying to identify who this lineman is. He couldn't see his number. Who is this guy? And I remember asking somebody to go, oh, that's Tauger, and I'm like, that's not Tauger. I know what Tauger looks like, yeah. And Tauger was in the shadow. And I go, this is in the sun, and the guy goes, that didn't happen. And I go, yeah, yes, it did.
I got
the photo. And the video, one of the things I used to edit after the game, like the next weekday or whatever week, and I would play ESPN, and they'd show highlights, and it was amazing the times that I'd be editing a play, and the highlight would come up. And that shot, when he jumped up in the lineman's arm, lasted less than a second. It literally, and a lot of the one guy that said it didn't happen, he was probably looking at the photos of Tauger and the shots of him diving into the end zone, and he missed it, And I was just sitting there, and like I said, I was studying mindfulness, and I was in the moment, and to me it was, I call it a quiet moment. There was all this chaos, 78,000 people or whatever it was at the time that were cheering and going nuts. And I was just observing, and all of a sudden this happened, and I'm like, oh, get that shot. And when you watch it on the video, and it literally lasted 1 second, if you were not paying attention, I saw it about to happen, and I made the photo, and the frame was like full frame. It was just a great lucky. Do you say lucky? I was in the right place at the right time.